Your husband isn't the issue. Sexless marriage, the #1 relationship hack. Answer the question, the impact that impacts trust. Getting your partner on board. Your husband isn't the issue.
Unless he's as bad as mine was.
Welcome to the Morrow Marriage podcast, guys, and we're going to break this down for you. Don't worry, because that must sound confusing. I always blame the man.
Well, that's valid. Just kidding.
That's because men can take more responsibility. Men should be leading. Kathryn uses the term headship a lot. Man, everybody in the freaking world that comes to me is a man that says, I want to lead.
Yes.
And women constantly say, I want my man to lead. Shit, we had a man sitting at...
But they don't know how to allow their man to lead. I had this conversation with my women today.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, we had a guy sitting at this table here today talking to me, and he's literally showing me messages from his wife, and I'm like, dude, that's everything that I teach you. I don't know why men get all upset. Like, I'm just fucking translating for women, you know? Now, your husband isn't the problem. Where did you want to go with this, honey?
Where do I want to go with it?
Yes, it's your episode, my sweet love.
Oh, I could have been reminded of that before we started.
All right, I'm gonna go with it. All right, so here's what I'm gonna say is this: I have a lot, and this is gonna be basically off working with men, and then I want to talk about some of the things that we've talked about lately with clients. Okay, Kathryn and I, if you guys look back to the beginning of the podcast, we never spoke really about our programs. We didn't really talk. She did women, I did men, and then we didn't work with couples. Now we're working with couples all the time, and we like to get involved. It's more fun. We get to work together. And anyway, so, okay, that's what we notice, okay? So women, a lot of women, you finally get what you want, and then you don't accept it. That means you're the fucking problem. Now, let's tie it back to if he's as bad as I was. Because, I mean, every week I meet guys that were as bad as I was, okay?
Now that we're gaining more traction, I meet women whose husbands are as bad as you were as well, where in the beginning that was unheard of.
Right. But, essentially, even if, okay, I hate saying this, but I have to say it. If you will not accept someone's growth and you will anchor them, you are the fucking problem. Go call your fucking lawyer, because we are over here pushing them to continue to be fucking better. And if that makes you angry, you're an actual loser. Like you literally are. That's the definition of losing, not growing, not going fast enough, not moving forward, being last place. And if you are not working harder than your partner, meaning they're in a program and you're not, I don't care if their behavior is worse. You're the fucking loser, because they're outworking you. You can't possibly be doing everything. You can't
so many
possibly.
People think that they're doing everything.
Oh my gosh, it's disgusting.
And I don't know, I don't remember actually suggesting this.
Well, I make up
episode.
my own shit, you guys. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't actually know if it was mine. But it does remind me, I've been speaking to a few women lately who all they want to do is blame their husband. And we talked about absolutes in the last episode. I mean it. All they want to do is blame their husband. To the point, I talked to someone really recently, and I said, well, this is actually both of you. And she goes, yeah, I guess I just don't see it that way.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. I was like, oh my gosh.
And I understand when a relationship is difficult and all you're seeing is your husband's issues. But if you say something to me and I can see both sides and I tell you that it's both of you, and she wasn't defensive. She just couldn't see it. She just literally is in her own pain because he is a lot worse than she is. But she's the same way I enabled you and I was a small piece. She's enabling it. She's allowing it. And she's not only that, I made it worse, you guys. And so a lot of you guys are making it worse as well. You think your husband is such an asshole and he's, on bad behavior all the time and he treats you like shit. Well, you're allowing it and you're doing things that are making him worse. Wives, there's something about the way that we speak to our husbands, because men and women need different things. And if you are treating your husband the way that you would speak to a girlfriend and not recognizing that he is feeling extremely disrespected and not edified and just, I think respected is the biggest thing. He's not going to feel loved. He's not going to feel cherished or nurtured. And that is going to fuel his rage. So it might not even be something that you're doing. It could be something that you're not doing that you should be doing.
Honestly, so I don't put content like that out. Of course, we as men, that is like the #1 thing. Respect is like the top thing. And there's ways that we feel respected. It could be the way that the words come out of your mouth, the tone, the gratitude that you give.
Valuing his opinion.
Yeah.
Asking his opinion.
The flirtation. You guys ever hear your partner say, oh my gosh, I always use your love language, you don't use mine. Kathryn goes out of her way to touch me. You know?
I tried earlier a couple podcasts ago, but we're not in our studio, and I couldn't get my arm up.
Just get in there. But like by now, but today I already feel all the love and respect because she's been doing that all day. Well, she's been in and out and I've been in and out, but you know what I mean? In passing, we squeeze hands as we pass. I always get my little butt grabbed, and so, you know, but then she moves it in my hand.
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's how we feel loved and therefore respected. I don't put content out there like that. You need to do this for your man, because too many of my guys would be all up in their shit. See, woman, I told you, right? And there's enough men going out there doing that. You know, I watched the damn fucking reel with, I almost thought about recreating it and then putting some lesson to it, but it was like, this is how many, it's like 8 grains of rice or something. This is how many men will kill themselves by the end of this episode.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but then it was like by the end of it this year, and it was like a massive bag, and there's rice everywhere. And
that's horrible.
And it's like trying to support. And I understand why we need to do that. But like, listen, here's the thing. There are too many fucking victims. That's just it. You know what? These guys that are killing themselves, they didn't want to get help. They didn't. That's not anyone's fault. Every time somebody kills themselves and somebody feels guilty, everybody tells you it's not your fault. And it's not. But here's the thing. Like the abuse Kathryn was talking about being enabling. These husbands that do this, they're just never good enough. They do need help. And the way that you speak to them matters. Now, I'm not making this about, you know, what you have to worry about with them taking their lives, especially because I know a lot of my guys say they'll do it, and they, you know, they're trying to manipulate her before they come to me, of course. But I just want you to know it's the same thing. It's the way that you interact, the way that you're disconnected, all of these things. It doesn't matter if you don't like he's screaming at you. What buttons did you push? If you don't like how depressed he is, how much do you even listen to him? How much are you blaming him? Yes. How much are you paying more attention to the children? There's all kinds of things that will, what did I say on an episode? It was a long time ago, one of the earlier episodes. You don't have to be disrespectful to show disrespect. A lack of respect from a woman to a man is disrespect. So you don't have to be doing something that's disrespectful. You could be withdrawn and not giving your husband what he needs, and that is taken as disrespect. When I respect my husband, that means I am trying to meet his needs emotionally, physically, everly. But it's really important. It's really important, guys, because he talked about love languages a minute ago, and me loving him the way that he needs to be loved, I have to put an effort to do that because we don't speak the same love language. Also, we are 2 different genders. He is a man, I am a woman. Why do you think that men have boys' nights and women have girls' nights? It's not to get away from women and get away from men. It's to be around your own kind. Some of you are having girls' nights to get away from your husband and kids, but mostly it's to be around the people that you're very like-minded. You think the same, you operate the same. I speak to my girlfriends differently than I speak to him. Sometimes I hear him speaking to the men, and I'm like, is that my husband? Like, that's not who he is to me because he's interacting in a different way. So you need to remember who your partner is, the different love languages, the difference in, you might as well be a different species. I think that men and women might as well be a different species. Well, that's why John Gray's book went so viral. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. It's a real thing. You guys go back to, though, just really focus. We spend a lot of time saying if you want respect, for example, give respect. Go back to what I said at the beginning of the episode. Because I don't know how much you're seeing in your program, but we're seeing this, so it probably is my idea for the show, but like, we're seeing this all the fucking time. I can't, and she'll set me free. I can't tell you how many times a man finally does what he's supposed to do, you know? Like, I got guys, literally, like, relationship's not even bad. And they're like, and by the way, that'd be awesome if I had more of you. But, the relationship's not that bad. She's like, I just need people that aren't like women that are literally just telling their husband, I just want to lead. I just want you to lead. I want you to plan some dates. Like literally giving the playbook. Fuck, last year I had a guy, maybe it was a little longer ago, but I had a guy, because the assessment's coming up. Pete was reminding me, he's like, so-and-so's assessment's coming up. So this is every year, it's coming up. Every year his wife gives him like a 5 or 10 page typewritten PDF of what he's doing wrong. Man, the first time I saw it, I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, it's my program. Like, fuck, man. And the guys,
remember this.
The next year, he showed the guys in the group because we had more like we
She
had
did
a
this
better
more
app.
than once.
Every year, the assessment's coming up. Pete reminded me, the assessment's coming up.
Again?
Yeah. So, but listen. Here's the thing to tie this in. So he has work to do. Like I've talked to this guy. Maybe I have to kick you out, dude. If you can't ask questions on calls if you're not going to follow the steps. Well, listen. I got this guy planning dates and doing a bunch of stuff like high priority on her list. Okay, and then she doesn't accept it. She's like, no, I don't want to go. Like, what in the fuck is your problem? Like, seriously. And I speak from experience with this. I remember, like, now, again, it wasn't like I was perfect. It went from yelling to not yelling. It took a long time to not yell, okay? But, like, I remember because for me, it was like I wasn't yelling for months if I didn't yell for 3 days. Okay, that's what it felt like because it was so foreign to me.
Remember, don't take tools from alternate realities.
But, like, that would have been a wicked opportunity for Kathryn to say, it's been so wonderful to be around you these last 2 days.
I've learned so much. And that's a perfect example of how I would respect him. Respecting him by appreciating his growth, not sitting back in my entitled, complacent ways and just allowing him to grow without edifying him, which is who I was created to be. Edify my husband. The Bible says, it's respect your husband. Love your wives, respect your husbands.
Even from the beginning of the reset, when I started when I brought like the first reset out, when I teach men to show up at home, men at home, men with kids, what to do if they don't really understand everything because they've been checked out, have been, working, not doing whatever. You might have to mirror your wife and learn.
Figure out what your kids eat, figure out how to get into the flow of the routine.
Yes.
That's what you mean.
And you have to navigate that she's maybe feeling like you don't know what you're doing and all that. So there's lots of stuff I teach, but one of the lessons I laid out from the very beginning 3.5 years ago, and still to this day is she's probably just going to check out. Assume she's going to check out and just let you take it over. Now, not every woman. There's lots of women like Kathryn that would never have let that happen, but I just knew it from the beginning because I heard it from all the women at the gym all the time. Well, if he wants to do the fucking laundry, like if he finally does the laundry, I'm fucking off the laundry for like 6 months. That's awesome. Like women, you do that. That's stupid shit. You finally have someone who wants to partner with you. You're like, my turn to sit back, kick back. That's the dumbest fucking shit.
Yeah.
If you want it is. It's scorekeeping, which is nice girl triangle if you're doing that. Okay? And it's tit for tat. And if you want a superpower couple, then you can't just check out when you finally get what you want.
No.
Okay? I think that's just so stupid. All right?
Yeah.
Cool.
You did a really great job of bringing that around, considering neither one of us knew what this episode was going to be about.
Well, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
You do.
Yeah, and I got you guys. All right. See you next time.
Bye.